Welcome, guys, to episode number 28 of Star Wars Happy Hour. Just a fair warning. Going to be talking about a certain book that ends in such a way that makes you question a lot of things.
David is shooketh.
So, I am very, very.
He is so shook.
Understandably so, you know.
Yeah,
To be fair, we were all also shooketh, but we were shooketh 2 months ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's almost been 3 months for me, and I'm still processing, so, like, I get it.
It was just so fast.
Yeah.
You know?
Nope.
Right, let me throw up this link.
I thought you were going to say, let me throw up, and I was like, I missed
Oh,
something.
no.
I was like, let's not.
Yeah.
No,
Let's not today, please, and
That's
thank
only
you.
for the Patreon. That's Patreon.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
what is happening?
Okay,
All
maybe
right.
we made a mistake.
Sometimes I miss you all.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
So, let me just throw up the banner because we're going to be talking about, well, mainly, aside from the fact that I am just shook beyond belief, we have another book from Kevin Scott coming out this week. So, because that book is coming out, we're also going to be, think of this as a preview. And I know, Hannah, you finished it. Meg, you finished it.
I have not finished Tempest Runner yet.
I'm very shooketh.
Okay, great. I'll be shook twice in a freaking span of like.
Like a shaker bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so for those of you that have not read The Rising Storm, go read it and then watch the playback of this. Because
read it and come back to us, friends.
Yeah, because this is a book that you don't want to get spoiled for you, and I'm very surprised that it wasn't spoiled for me. So, what did you guys think when you read it? Because for me, it felt like, one, there was always something going on. Like, there weren't a lot of quiet moments. Like, there were several, but they were very short-lived. There was always an attack. There was always something happening. Or chapters were ending with somebody's head getting crushed, somebody getting impaled, somebody somebody was dying at the end of every chapter.
It was full on Game of Thrones.
It was.
It reminded me, I love disaster podcasts and like disaster documentaries and books. I mean, I'm the dramaturg for a show about 9/11 right now, so yeah. But that's what it reminded me of, that play-by-play as things went through the fair. But also, everybody in this book like was friggin' horny all the time, and we need to talk about that.
That did happen.
Was a thing.
Yeah,
that was a thing.
I think I froze. Did I freeze, or am I here?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that did happen. There were
that was a thing.
There was a specific character that even, did. Yeah, he went for it.
I just love how literally then there's an attack and he has to like Jedi walk his shame his way to go save people, and he's like,
listen, something I appreciate about the entire High Republic, just as a consistency across all books, is just all the authors are like, Jedi are horny. We are going to keep this theme all across everything.
Yeah.
I appreciate it and I love them for it, because it just makes all the dude bros so mad that the Jedi aren't celibate warrior monks. Nope.
Have you guys seen the Twitter account that's the transmissions from Starlight Beacon?
I love that account.
It's
so great.
I haven't seen that.
I'm not
Is it
saying
like
that I have not been having a conversation about if Stellan has also ever slept with anyone, and that conversation lasted for 4 hours today, but...
You guys talked about that for 4 hours.
No, I've been texting.
That doesn't surprise me.
I was messaging Arzu back and forth, and
I know. She told me.
Oh, good. No, it lasted on and off. It lasted on and off for 4 hours because I was in the pool. So, like, in the middle of this, I had to like rescue my mother's dog who tried to drown herself.
Of
Oh.
course.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
Awesome.
She was trying to scratch her ear, and then all of a sudden you just watch this dog tip into the pool, and I'm like, I'm gonna go save
Good.
her now.
Oh my god.
No.
But
David, what
but
did
yeah.
you think?
of the book?
Yeah. We've had 2 months to process this in all of our thoughts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You've
so,
had 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, basically. So one thing that I noticed right off the bat is, and it happened with Thrawn Chaos Rising. If I keep telling myself, okay, 10 more pages, all right, 10 more pages, and I keep reading, that's how I know I'm into a book. And that happened with this one. And another thing I really liked about it was it gave equal time to everybody, it seemed.
Yep.
Like, as much time as I was spending with the Jedi, I was spending with the Nihil, I was spending with more ancillary characters. And the way that Kevin Scott writes like descriptions and setting scenes and the overall atmosphere, there are some writers that you kind of just skip that and you go right to the dialogue.
Mhm.
With his writing, and same with Claudia Gray, and honestly everybody writing the High Republic, you do want to read everything because
Right.
it does add more to the experience of reading the book. As far as the story itself, I loved how organically it followed Light of the Jedi. Like, I really didn't forget anything that happened prior, and it was little seeds that he would drop in the book that it's like, oh, remember this, and like, oh yeah, that's right, and Marcion Rowe was threatening as shit.
I
Right.
still have to go
Like-
back and read Light of the Jedi, don't I?
Oh, did
Yeah.
you? Have you not read
Yes,
any
you
of the
do.
other books?
No, I did not read Light of the Jedi. I
Oh,
just read
wait.
the Rise of the
How?
Storm.
How are you following any
Wait,
of this?
right? Are you
It's fine.
confused?
I figured it all out. It's fine. I loved it still, and I might have read the Cliff Notes on Wikipedia.
You're
It's
missing
all-
some key emotional
yeah.
beats here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
there's
wonder
why
you're
when you
not
said-
broken.
That's why when you said, oh, I didn't have the emotional attachment to some characters, that's why.
That's what I told. I
Oh.
thought you know I didn't read Light of the Jedi, David.
Oh
We had
god.
this
Yeah.
conversation before.
Oh
you
my
gotta. You
God.
gotta.
You got to read it.
I'll
And
go
it'll
back
hit
and
you.
then I'll
Even
read
How?
Seven's like,
it.
what are you doing? Seven is silently judging you for this.
Oh.
Look,
Okay, look, I've tried to listen to Tempest Runner on the way up to Chicago on Friday, and like people in my family keep having the audacity to speak to me when I'm trying to apparently need to go listen to a Star Wars audiobook for my podcast does not count as has journalistic integrity.
I mean, in a way. In a way.
Your dog is judging me right now, and I'm
he
not
really
really sure.
is.
100%.
There's a lot of judgment happening.
Go.
Oh my gosh. All the dogs are showing up.
He's
Mine's
like,
barking.
what?
I don't know why.
Oh god, just hope that my parents stay downstairs, because if somebody comes upstairs, there's 5 dogs in this house right now,
Oh my God.
and my
Oh,
sister's
God.
cat.
How?
This-
Well,
Oh, good.
you know.
This is enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
met my parents, so all 5 dogs are here, and my sister's cat.
it's a
Interesting.
zoo.
It is.
It's a zoo.
Lord.
But yeah, I mean that was I got faked out a couple times. I thought certain people had died,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, me too.
I had never like fist bumped while reading a book, which is super nerdy, but it's fine. But I'm there reading, I'm like, yes! And it was the moment that the Togruta army came in,
No.
and
Yes!
I
Yeah.
lost my shit.
Right.
I was like, and I was imagining all those ships to be orange and blue and white.
That's
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
amazing.
I
this is-
love
I'm just
that.
gonna think this is the 501st.
Complete
Ah.
complete
Oh,
with that
God.
music from the end of Rise of Skywalker when all the ships come in.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
I just that and
oh man.
Belle needs a hug.
Belle needs
Belle
a big
needs-
hug.
Mhm.
Poor
I-
baby.
I love the
Yeah.
moment too when Elzar and oh Jesus, what's her name? I forgot.
Oh,
Ty?
Ty
yes,
Yeah,
there you
Ty.
go.
came in on those like dragons. It's like, who else would be riding
Yeah.
Stellan's? Like, who else would
Yeah,
be doing
yeah,
that? Of course, it's Elzar.
Oh my god.
It's like
Dramatic
so
ass.
dramatic
Can we talk about Ty as a character? I love
I
her
love
so
Ty.
much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they've confirmed that as the High Republic is bringing so much LGBTQ representation to Star Wars, she's bi, so clearly the gays are winning. And I just want to know everything about her, and so I have to go buy her comic series because it's not on my Comixology, and it's really a shame.
That's a character that I think deserves expansion. And I'm glad that she's getting it.
I'm super behind on the comics, so
I started reading all the Dr. Aphra. My advisor from when I was in undergrad is a huge Star Wars fan, even though I went through his class having seen like a Star Wars movie and a half. He realized afterwards that I came into the light. So he was telling me, he's like, no, you have got to read Dr. Aphra. And then I'm like, okay, I'm 3 pages in and she killed a man for questioning her. I love her.
she's fantastic. Read her comics, read her or listen to her audio drama. What's it called?
Yeah, audio drama.
Yeah. What are words? I don't know anymore.
Oh man.
And just if anybody wants to donate to our Patreon to get me a dragon.
Yeah, it's right down there. Patreon.com/Trials of the Force. If you want to help out.
I know friends who 3D print Rachel. We'll make this happen.
All my 3D printing is done by my ex, and he's just like, do I want to know why you need this? And I'm like, no, you don't,
Listen,
actually.
I know people.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
I've
sure
been
you
wanting to
have.
do it.
I'm sure you have a contact for like everything.
Yeah.
She pulls out a Rolodex.
There you go.
It's like Dragon's Bet, Clone Trooper armor, gotcha. Lightsabers,
Resin,
not
gotcha.
a problem. There was a moment that I thought Ember was gonna die, and I was
gonna flip a table.
Yep.
I would not have finished the book.
Neither would
would
I.
not
I
have
would have made Jesus flipping tables in the temple look like a walk in the park on a Sunday.
Okay, so I saw a
gonna
meme about
lose
that the
it.
other day. And remember that Jesus braided his own whip, so you know there was 12 people standing around looking real nervous for a couple hours before he started. I would have been the rest of the podcast watching Hannah braid her whip. We would have been like, you know who's going to get it? I don't think it's us. Is it us that's going to get it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Not to spoil anything, but there was a moment in Tempest Runner where a certain character that can never be harmed ever. I thought there were things happening, and I was going to be like, Kevin Scott, if you hurt this character, we're going to have more problems than we already do. I promise you.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You probably do.
I'll message you later asking about it.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I'm like, did this just happen?
Yeah.
What is happening?
I'm going to listen. I'm driving home tomorrow. I'm going to listen on the drive home tomorrow. So I'll knock out at least half of it tomorrow.
Yeah. And
Hell yeah.
I put this in my review of it, my non-spoiler review, and I'll say it here. I loved it. Like, it was absolutely fantastic. Kevin did another fantastic job. I've never listened to a Star Wars audio drama before. Like, I haven't listened to Dr. Aphra yet. I need to now after this.
You gotta.
I know. She sounds like my sort of chaotic
go back
friend.
to Jedi Lost.
Yeah, and and he did that also for Dooku Jedi Lost. What is with Kevin Scott and his audio dramas? I love it. Anyways,
He's very good at it.
not complaining. He's very good at it, apparently. But it took me, I think maybe like there's 11 parts, I believe. It took me maybe the first 3 to kind of parse out the voices because some of them were a little too close to each other. But by like 4, I'm like, okay, I've got this.
Yeah.
But just as a fair warning to anybody who is going to listen, it might take you a hot minute because there's no like dramatis personae to reference to. You're just kind of going off of different voices.
Yep.
So
right.
I
But
think we
Yeah.
can get Kevin on the show to answer for his crimes.
I don't want to
I will-
attack the man.
No.
I don't. I'm just like, sir, we need to have a talk about what you have done to my emotions.
I mean, he's not going to apologize. He's
No,
having
he's
a
not.
great time.
They're
Oh,
all
yeah.
having a great time toying with our emotions, just like the Kiner brothers did with the Bad Batch music.
No,
I
no.
feel like there's a High Republic author group chat somewhere.
there is.
Oh, there is.
There is.
They've
100%.
confirmed
Sure.
this multiple times.
They're talking
Yeah.
all the time.
I feel
remember
like they're
there
talking
was,
mad shit about all of us.
And laughing as fandom Twitter consistently explodes at least every other week.
Yep.
I remember before anything started with the like anything was released, I had an interview with Kevin Scott, and right before it ended, he's like, "Oh yeah, after this, I'm jumping on with him to a meeting with all the other writers," and I was just like, "Is there any way I could just like,
Stay on the street.
stay on the stream and you could put it on speaker or something?"
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, that did not happen.
I would love to be in that room though.
Can you
I
imagine?
don't even know if I want to be in the room for them to.
Room where it happens.
I keep making that reference everywhere I go, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm not.
So good.
I just like. I don't even know if I want to be in the room with them while they're talking about Star Wars. They just sound like they're having fun talking about other things. I'm like, we don't have to
wonder
talk
one
about
of the
Star Wars.
things-
Can I just hang? Can
One
I
of the
just
things
hang?
they probably talk about is like, all right, in the next book, who can we actually kill, and who can we make people think is going to die but actually going to live? Because that happened like 4 times in this book.
Here's what I want to know: how long is their list of characters that make it all the way to the end?
Oh, I'm going to cap it at 3.
Oh no!
I'm gonna say
Okay,
3.
so if
One second, my
so
mother
here's
is
the
calling
question.
me. I will be right back.
All right, bye. Come back. So we're gonna say 3. What 3 do you want to survive?
Yes, mother dear.
And yes,
Are
Ember
we-
is her own character.
Oh wait! Oh no!
Only 3. Only 3. Only 3 make it out.
Belle.
Okay. Got 2 more.
Oh god! Why are you doing this?
Oh my god. I think Stellan and Elzar are gone.
Yeah, I would not be
Yeah.
surprised.
I think they're both dead.
I agree.
I think Belle makes it. I think Ty makes it.
Okay.
What did I miss?
We're still going with our 3 High Republic characters we think are going to make it out of this. Only 3.
Yeah.
Ember
All
has
3.
to make it, or fandom Twitter is literally going to burn down.
Ember is her own
Lucasfilm.
character, so you can do it.
Ember has to make it out because they know the fans would burn something.
Yeah, I think Let me think. Is Yoda too obvious of an answer?
I don't think he counts
I mean-
because we know.
Yeah.
We know that he's gonna be fine.
All right. I think Vernestra. I think she's gonna make it out.
Yeah.
I think Reese is
Yeah.
gonna make it out.
Oh, he has to. He's my favorite.
And
Oh my god!
Belle.
Does the Wookiee
I think it's gonna be those 3. Bury,
Guys,
not bury.
Bury. Oh god.
Oh god.
Wait. We cannot limit this to 3. I'm gonna explode.
Honestly, I think Ember dies at some point.
Oh, I think she will too.
Stop it. I mean,
Like,
I
I
don't
think-
disagree with you, but you're hurting me.
I don't
Like-
think that you're gonna do they understand the amount of anger that's
they don't
going to be
care.
on that live
We're-
stream?
But we're so dumb and gluttons for punishment as Star Wars fans
Yeah.
that we're gonna buy all this shit regardless of what
Oh,
happens.
100%.
I don't know. I
So
do
you know
not
what?
watch
They're like,
movies.
fuck it, we're gonna kill whoever we want.
I'm just
No.
going back
You
to other movies, and I'm like, we'll just take Harry Potter for example. Hedwig dead.
They
Dobby
killed
dead.
my 2 favorite characters within 50 pages of each other at the end of
That was
Deathly
awful.
Hallows. One of them only got a single line, and we didn't even see her die.
Mhm.
The other one
That's-
got killed with quite possibly the most epic line to ever come out of
Yeah.
a Harry Potter moment, which was "Not my daughter, you bitch."
Oh, yeah. 100%.
God.
I still want that on a shirt.
That's what
Yes.
happens because Bellatrix killed Tonks, and I'm like, my 2 favorite characters just killed each other, and I don't like it.
Yeah. I can't watch the ending of Deathly Hallows Part 1. to this day.
Oh
Can't do
God.
it. I can't do it.
That's
Oh, that one still
went-
hurts me. Like I'm physically in pain right now.
Yeah,
I went with a friend and her boyfriend who thought he was big man on campus, and he's like, he comes out and his eyes are all watery, and we're like, "Oh, Nick, we thought you didn't have an emotional reaction,"
I
and he's
mean,
like,
but
"I
how-
was fine till the elf started talking."
Oh God.
It's fine till the elves started talking.
Oh my god!
And it's the stance when the camera pans over and he's standing there hunched over. I can't.
Stop
I
it.
can't.
I
can't.
can't. Okay, when I said we were having sad hours, I thought we were talking about Star Wars.
Talking about
Nope,
everything.
we're just going
talking about
sad
everything.
fandom hours today.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
think I've ever still gotten over when Cedric dies and his dad screams. Nope, still
Oh,
haven't.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we talk about the Weasley twins or?
No. I
It's
cannot
been 10
cry right
years.
now.
It's too
Guys,
soon.
And after, like, I've almost disavowed half of Harry Potter because of her shitty stances, but, like, that series is the series I grew up with.
Same.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
what a time. Anyway, who's
You know-
dying, guys?
Who's dying today? I don't know.
I think
Who knows?
Elzar. I don't
What-
think Elzar's going to make it
Elzar
out.
and Stellan, I think, are gonna die. For
Yeah.
whatever, I don't know what happens to Avar. I don't know either. She,
I don't.
as a character, she just rubs me the wrong way. Like she reminds me of all those goody two shoes in school that just set my teeth on edge.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they never
I-
do anything wrong, but that's the problem.
But when
Right.
Elzar found out she wasn't coming to the Republic Fair, I was like, but poor guy.
He just went to go find somebody else. Like clearly, it didn't shake him up that much.
Not
Right.
that much, but like he was already like having issues with the darkness, and then his friend didn't show
Yeah.
up, and I'm like,
And then he went
"Aw."
all Star Killer.
No. Oh yeah.
That was
Oh yeah.
But this is the
What a
thing,
moment.
and I've been talking about this with a couple of people. Do you think that because he asked for help, he's not going to fall like Anakin did? This is if Anakin had been able to ask for help and Obi-Wan had been able to offer it, this is the future they could have had. And
I think
it's
that's where
sad
they're going
hours
with it.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're going. They have to be
Yeah.
going that way because you have to. Because again, I don't think the High Republic is trying to be the flip side or a mirror of the prequels. But since we're leading up to that point, there are going to end up being some parallels, though. And I think Elzar and Stellan are that mirror or coincide of Obi-Wan and Anakin and what could have been
Yeah.
Agreed.
in their own
agree.
way. Like they're very unique. Like I don't look at Elzar and Stellan and be like, oh, one of them is Anakin, the other one's Obi-Wan.
Right.
It's just circumstance that draws that comparison to the other.
Exactly.
Just if the Jedi could have been like this, there's so much tragedy that could have been avoided, but you're already seeing the cracks that are going to turn into the
That's
breaks.
it. That's
and you
why.
you see more of the cracks listening to Tempest Runner as well. You get
Yep.
a lot
Okay.
of perspective and
Yep.
people saying things that you're like, oh.
Mhm.
I have been wanting to make a Twilight costume for forever, and now I need a helmet so I can be Lorna D, and it's
There
not
you
going to
go.
happen.
The helmet.
I'm having enough problem with a wig. I don't need to add.
Listen,
like
I know
a
where you can,
headpiece.
again, my Rolodex, I know where you can get some really good Twi'lek headtails.
Of course
yeah,
you do.
I'm apparently on a Facebook group for them. I'm apparently in a Facebook group because my friend Laura, they add me to all of these groups that
Oh
I
my
need to
God.
be in.
Are you just part of like a Twi'lek building group?
I was part of a Cara Dune group till I decided to not build her. I'm part of a Ray group, which is where I got the information I needed for my stuff with that. I am part of Twi'leks Around the World. I'm in a lot of groups. I'm a connoisseur of groups, and they're a fine addition to my collection.
I need to join some more.
I'm so picky about
Oh,
these groups.
Speaking of-
I have
not
too many.
seen-
Speaking of what?
I was gonna say, speaking of what you just said, Rachel, about fine addition to my collection. Everybody, look out for tomorrow's episode of.
Oh my God.
What exactly
What?
happened about General Grievous?
so-
Because I have
I'm
questions.
so
wait.
confused.
We
see.
cannot even. It's not. You can't
We'll
even
see.
explain how this happened. It just. You can't.
It was
I was
perfect.
trying to explain it, and I couldn't do it. You just have to listen to it.
It was perfect. I'll just
I'm
say
so
it was
ready.
perfect.
it's one of those like I never would have seen it going that way ever. And then we were there and I was like, all right. That didn't explain it at all. See? That's what I just told you. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't spoil it because it's just too good.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
All
weren't there
right.
last week. I think we paused it with all because we didn't keep the video. We just kept the audio of our recording on last Sunday for all the script we did. But there was puppets making an appearance and people making really bad. Yeah, it was like whenever we had an intermission, I'm like, okay, come on, guys, we have to get back to work now. There's a lot of us in here.
So confused.
Oh man.
Oh, I missed you all.
But yeah.
Missed you too.
Hashtag justice for Grievous.
Justice
'Cause
for
it's
Grievous.
true.
Oh my
Why
god.
don't you
It's
he
true.
was an asshole.
I can't wait to listen.
Was
You
he?
just trust us.
I'll listen
Was
because I just
he?
want to see what
Trust you guys,
chaotic.
that's the
I just want to know what chaotic, meandering thought process led us here because it will inevitably make sense. But as
Oh, yeah.
always with us, in the moment, you're like, "Where the fuck did this come from?"
Who all was on
see.
recording on Friday night?
Was
Was it Emily? It was definitely Emily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it was
That
Emily.
should explain it all on its own.
Yep, nope. No more explanation
Listen.
needed. I got it.
I'm just gonna say, everybody watch or rewatch the fight in Revenge of the Sith between Obi-Wan and Grievous. Look at the way the both of them fight. When you see certain tactics that are used, it's pretty one-sided. Let me tell you. Pretty
You will
one-sided.
never watch this fight the same way ever again.
I'm so excited. Can we put a minute mark so I can just skip to that moment and just be
No.
like, I'm
I'll
so
look
no.
for it.
You have to get the whole progression of the
Okay.
entire
Yeah,
conversation.
you got to see how we get to that point.
okay. I'm so ready.
But yeah, I mean, you watch the movie, then you're like, there's some validity to this because it's a pretty well, yeah, tactics that are used are not.
If y'all
you know.
slander Boga, I will come after y'all.
Oh
Hands
No.
will be
Oh, no,
flying.
no.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, you won't have to worry about that.
I will
No.
throw some hands.
But
We're going
I'm
back to
just
the
saying.
Denny's parking lot.
There we go.
I'm just saying
Okay.
for
It's been a while.
fans of Call of Duty, Obi-Wan's a huge fan of stopping power because he just doesn't care. You know? And then he has the audacity to say so uncivilized when this guy didn't just put 6 shots at this dude's heart
Oh my
until
god.
fire shot out of his eyes when one probably would have been enough. You know?
Listen,
Okay.
he learned from Darth Maul. It doesn't always stay dead. You have to double tap like Zombieland.
You know what? That's actually a really good point.
That is you know what? No, I'm gonna stick to my point. It was unnecessary. It was unnecessary.
Look, after everything he went through with Maul, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure.
We're gonna make really damn sure.
Oh God, you would have loved it on Hannah last Sunday night. 2 different people when we went through intros after the show to say you had to say your favorite Star Wars character, and somebody said it was Maul and he shouldn't have died in the first movie. And 3 people later, you just hear, but if you really knew the Lord, Maul didn't die in the first movie. And I'm like, okay, Finn, Poe, take it outside. I am not having this fight on my Zoom call right
Praise the Lord. And on the
that was
third
funny.
movie, he rose again. Oh Lord, sorry,
I will
that's
in
my
just a minute.
second. I need to stop. That's my second religious reference in an hour. I need to stop.
What is happening?
It's Sunday. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
Well,
It is. It's not Saturday.
in
Oh
the
no.
words-
Listen,
Oh,
I
dear.
was so confused last night. Friday, I had a couple of beers after work, which is fine. It was a long week. Forgot that it was Friday. Woke up on Sunday and was like, okay, this is fine. I'm going to do my thing. I just woke up and I was like, my alarm didn't go off. It must be the weekend because time is irrelevant right now for me.
Yeah.
Later that night, had a couple more beers with some friends, came home, made some questionable purchases on Etsy with some friends. Not going to show them yet because
Nice.
they're not ready. And then I was like, oh, this is fun for a Friday. And my friend who owns the shop was like, oh, yeah, this is a good decision. And we're both like, oh, fuck, it's Saturday. We both just completely forgot what day it was. And I'm like, this is fine. We're fine. Her roommate actually had to tell both of us.
I was off on Friday and Saturday this week, which are both days I normally have to work. So I have no idea what day it is right now. I'm just like, it's a Saturday? Is it Friday?
All right. For posterity's
Anyway.
sake, it is 7:38 Sunday, August 29th. And we are all here on Followers of the Force Happy Hour.
Okay.
Anyway,
thought
I
today
gotta
was
run
Saturday
because
until about
my parents keep
4.
coming to look for me. So I'm going to run. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I thought it was Saturday till about 4 today.
Oh God,
And I
I'm
was like-
so sorry. That's really
What?
unfortunate.
What a day ruiner.
Oh
It
no.
was. I had like 3 beers earlier. I was feeling good. And then I'm like, wait. It is.
Oh
Sunday.
no.
I need to
Oh,
calm
no.
down.
However, it is Labor Day next week.
Oh my
Monday.
God, I get Monday off. I'm so excited.
Oh,
So-
I never requested it off. Oh no.
Oh no.
Request it. Do it now.
Do it now.
Oh God. Yeah. Hey, stop.
See, your dog is like, yeah, do it now.
Do you want to say hi?
have to.
Come here. Come here.
You
I'll be over here.
can't be working.
Hi. No, come up here. Up here. Up here. Since you're being loud. Come on.
The dog's
Come on.
taking over.
She's
the
like, Nana.
Come on. Up. No, you gotta look over here. Look over here. Look.
She's
Look
like,
in
no,
that
mom.
general direction.
She's like, no, mommy, look at you.
Hi.
She's
Hi.
so
Oh,
excited.
man.
I don't know.
So
my
precious.
precious. It's fine.
I was gonna say- But yeah, so watch or listen to the episode tomorrow
Oh my
Do
God.
it.
because
It's so
it'll-
good.
I can't
It'll
wait.
put everything
I'm
in
so
perspective.
excited.
Yep.
I'm so
I want to see
excited.
Justice for Grievous trending.
yeah, it better. It better.
Oh my God.
just-
I'm gonna.
Like I just never realized. Like you look at the prequels and even Episode 4, and you're just like, damn, dude, Obi-Wan's a violent guy.
This just changed your whole life.
He's just
This is gonna ruin everything I know about Obi-Wan. I just finished listening to the Sky Talkers summer series where they covered Obi-Wan, and it was like 2 hours long, an episode, super deep, super thoughtful, and now I'm gonna be like, Justice for Grievous! Like, I'm just
Exactly.
gonna jump back down the rabbit rat hole that I live in Star Wars.
a rat hole.
It's just this little
my
rat hole where I
God.
scurry around, occasionally pop out and scream like a fainting goat and disappear again.
Oh man.
That's just my entire Star Wars existence.
But yeah, I mean, the episode was all about misconceptions about Star Wars, and I guess the one that we landed on towards the end was that
Hey.
Grievous was a really bad guy,
Hey.
and I think that was a misconception.
Hey, stop.
You know?
What's your
But you know,
Huh?
not really. But at least in that fight,
What's the matter?
he was
What's the matter? Give me a kiss.
he was
Hi.
fighting
Hi.
respectfully, I'll say. You'll see. You have to rewatch it with this new perspective. You just have to rewatch it, and then you'll see.
I don't think 4-on-1 is fair. It just might be a numbers game.
But this is the point I made. I was like, he doesn't go fast. Like towards him, he's walking. He could have like gone in a hard charge
Oh my God, here we
and just
go.
chopped him up. He could have had the droids just be like, you know what? Fuck this dude. Fire on him. Kill him right now.
If there's
He's like,
one
no.
thing that all the villains in Star Wars have in common, it is a flair for the dramatics.
Yes.
Yep.
Marky and
100%.
Rowe is just the latest in a very long line of drama kings.
So dramatic.
Yes. And he is a fan of. He likes to torture people.
Markion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes, like, if he's going to kill you, he's going to make you suffer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a
And,
he's a little sick fuck.
He might crush your skull
Mhm.
as well.
There's maybe
'Cause
possibly.
that was the way, one of the first chapters ended in The Rising Storm. He's like, oh, I got no more use for you.
I'm
Stop.
telling you. Again, first time I've really listened to a High Republic audio drama audiobook. And I was like, this dude sounds like Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow.
Yes.
It is creepy as fuck.
It is very creepy.
It's
The
scarier than the deep
calmness-
it's deeper. It's scarier than the deep and rumbly that I had associated with him.
Yeah.
Much scarier, in my
Agreed.
opinion.
I was thinking more. Excuse me. Of like. Of like Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
But like a lower.
Like his Geralt, like the fuck.
Yeah.
I can't get my voice that low.
I love the first word you went to was fuck.
Have you watched The Witcher? There's literally fan videos everywhere of how many times he says that in the show. Like it's my life motto. Like Geralt, what would Geralt do? Fuck. It's a versatile word. It has many meanings. Just so everybody knows, for a disclaimer, I am sober as fuck right now, and I am very upset about this.
I'm not.
Just as a disclaimer on the internet.
Oh god. I have to buy more beer tomorrow.
What a way to start your Monday. Oh fuck, it's Monday. I need more beer.
Yeah, seriously. Let me ask, and for anybody who's in the chat, for anybody that works from home, how often, or like during your work day, how many hours of work do you actually do? Of an 8-hour shift, and you work from home, I think I maybe do in all 2 hours of work at the most.
Oh god.
Because why would you spend all the time if you're at home? Why?
This does
I
not
don't
qualify to
understand.
me, so I will not be answering.
Yeah, my work is quota based, so if I don't
Uh,
do a certain amount of things, then yeah. So sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 12. Who knows?
See,
Who knows ever?
I got to the point where I was like, I'm gonna put Wi-Fi in my car so that I can just take my laptop during the workday and just go to like Chick-fil-A or something. And I'll
Doesn't
still
Chick-fil-A
be
have Wi-Fi?
Yeah, but I'm saying like drive-through.
Oh.
Like if I'm just
What
gonna
are
go
you
get
doing?
something.
I'm imagining you right now in
Yeah.
your car. This is what's happening in my head right now. In your car, set up like a freaking cop car where there's a laptop right here at your dash, and you're just typing away as you're like, "Hey, can I get a number 3 to the large lemonade?"
Okay, correction. I order ahead so I don't have to be on my phone. And I just get in the drive-through and I'm like, "Hey, David, picking up an order."
Do you say it exactly like that?
Hey, it's
Exactly like
David.
that.
You know what I came here for.
You know my order. I the laptop sits in the passenger seat. And I
You
just
need to
have
get
it
one of those
open.
like police officer mounts.
I should.
Do it.
I really should.
Do it. Do it right now.
Because that would solve a lot of issues. I mean, you know what? Let's
You
check
know,
Amazon.
you know what would also solve a lot of issues? Not working on your laptop while you're in the car.
But that's the thing. I'm not working on it. I just have to keep it open so that they don't see that I'm logged off. So I just like move
okay.
the cursor.
Got it.
I did like a 2-hour drive one time with the laptop in the car. Just keeping it. But see, I did it strategically where the first hour I drove on my lunch break. So I didn't have to. And then the next hour I was like, oh, I'll clock in, but I still won't do anything.
Your bosses
know?
don't watch this, do they?
No.
Okay.
No. And if they did, how you doing?
How you doing?
I still get my work done. I just do it my way.
I did it my way.
Exactly.
Sorry, this has turned into musical theater, and I'm so sorry.
I am here
speaking
for
of
it.
that,
Oh,
have you
dear.
guys seen that video going around on Twitter of the flash mob in LA?
No.
Yeah, of James Corden hip thrusting in a rat costume.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What?
I don't think
No,
I've ever
you'll find
gotten
it.
just I don't think I've ever gotten so like instantly angry at something as I did when I saw that, because I'm just imagining myself waiting at a red light and seeing that happen, and I'm just like, no, I have somewhere to be, and that place is home, and you're not going to stop me from getting there.
And I was really confused by it. Like, I mean, I think people's arguments and reasons for not liking it were valid, but I'm like, don't
Yeah.
they do it when the cars are supposed to be stopped?
Yes, they do.
Okay, that I was like, when did they start doing this at green lights? This seems like
Can
a
you
safety
imagine if they
hazard.
did, though? Can you
I
imagine
just
if
run
they're
them
like,
over.
stop, we have to dance, and then everybody,
Okay.
like,
I was kind of confused, but I understand the outrage. So
yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where you're like, I don't know.
it's weird because like maybe pre 2020 it wouldn't have been as strange as it was. Like I mean, I used to watch them all the time and thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
like post everything that's kind of happening / is still
Yeah.
going on, you're like, this seems wildly out of touch /
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other word I'm
Yeah.
looking for is, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm confused.
You're like, this is a 2019 thing, not a
Yeah.
2021 thing.
Yeah. I
Which,
think that might be part of it. So
Yeah. But yeah, just weird. And another thing. Oh, did you guys watch the well, I know Meg, when we were on the episode on Friday, we talked about it a little bit. But the gallery episode for The Mandalorian, Hannah, have you watched it?
not yet. No, I haven't had a chance to.
Yeah, and still, I'm getting to it.
I need to probably start. I need to stay more off of Twitter and discourse in general before watching some of these things. But I got a lot of mixed reactions on my timeline about it, and
Really?
honestly, it's still going on. And I'm just like, please stop. I just want to watch it.
Regarding what?
Like the whole thing, like all the dude bros getting mad about the whole thing about Ahsoka being more trained than Luke, things like that, and just kind of things that were said by both the creators and things like that. Like it wasn't anything horrible, but it's just like one of those things where it's like, oh, it kind of puts a little bit of a sour taste back in my mouth about season 2, because I've kind of had it still kind of have it, but
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I have to probably be in a better headspace to watch it, just because I don't want it to be soured.
The thing that I enjoyed about it the most was just the technology aspect of it, how they did everything. That's what I think you're gonna like, because when they got into deciding how to make Luke look the way he eventually did, and the stuff with the voice, that's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I've always liked just kind of how the show just keeps pushing like the technology of Star Wars and ILM. So I think I will enjoy that quite a bit. So okay, yeah, I'll probably watch it this weekend.
I wish, after seeing the concept,
oh my god,
I wish it was Plo Koon.
I would have lost my shit.
Plo Koon and Ahsoka together.
I
would have cried. 100%.
I just cried. Now that it makes me sad now thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because that's sad.
Can you imagine them explaining that away though? Like last time I saw this guy, he was
being shot down
in a fiery blaze in that
in a
ship.
fireball.
And then they're like, "Oh, what happened was he ejected. You just didn't see it, and he fell in the water
and faked his own death.
Exactly.
That'd be so cool. Oh my god!
He pulled a Cruella. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't
seen it. I haven't seen it.
Basically, well,
we know she doesn't die.
Right. It's which, by the way, that movie was very, very good.
It's now also for free on Disney Plus.
Yes. It is my favorite Disney live action Disney adaptation.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
That you just moved it up my list a little bit.
I liked it better than the Aladdin remake, than the Lion King, than Mulan, than any of them really, because
have you seen Jungle Cruise?
I haven't seen Jungle Cruise yet.
Okay. I haven't either. I was just asking.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good. I mean, but as far as like a character, the thing I liked about it was, and I haven't seen 101 Dalmatians in such a long time, but from what I remember of that movie, this movie, pertaining to the character's backstory, it's so different. And that's what I liked. I wasn't like waiting for any particular thing. And it's got some dark parts to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like very PG-13 level stuff, which
Interesting.
Yeah. Very, very good movie though, I thought. And the soundtrack is great because it takes place, I think, in the 60s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've heard the soundtrack on Spotify, like the stuff with like Florence and the Machine. Like that's way up my alley. So
yeah, it's super good. And yeah, but the High Republic has been just shredding my life. So
Oh no.
great.
so good. And we come full circle.
Yeah, right.
So good.
Since you guys have both, I know Meg, you're writing your review of Tempest Runner. Hannah, you've recorded it. From The Rising Storm to Tempest Runner, what were you looking for before you started listening to this audio drama? Like, what were you expecting?
I think I was expecting just a continuation of exploring this era, exploring specifically the Nihil in this case, through like the lens of Lorna D. And to a sense, we did kind of get that. You get a bit of a deeper understanding of the Nihil power structure and kind of how they function as a group, or how they don't function, because they put the fun in dysfunctional in a really bad, slightly murderous way.
Slightly, just slightly.
But you get so much more with this. I'm not going to spoil it because it shocked me when I was listening to it. I'm like going, oh, we're doing this. We're going here.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun to get caught up in that. So that was initially what I come into a lot of this High Republic stuff now that we're a full wave in. We're in the middle of the second. I think we're in the middle. I don't know. I just feel like I'm drowning in a tsunami of High Republic. They're right calling it waves because I feel like I'm just constantly getting hit in the face with something in the best way possible. But yeah, I think because we're in the middle of this, I've started coming into these books having very little expectations. Like I have like the characters, the setting, and I'm just along for the ride at this point. And that's something I really enjoy and kind of miss in Star Wars, especially kind of like regarding maybe like some of the live action stuff, maybe some of the shows. I kind of miss being surprised. Bad Batch did deliver that in a certain way, but it's still within a format that I'm familiar with. With the High Republic, we're getting books, we're getting audio dramas, we're getting comics, we're getting so many different mediums. And I think it's thriving on that particular variety. And I wrote that in my review on Goodreads, if anybody wants to read it before diving in. But yeah, I think that's its strongest. The High Republic's strongest suit is the variety in which they're presenting these stories.
Meg, what about you?
I think I expected. I try, like Hannah. I try not to expect. I don't know what to expect. So like I go in kind of like having an idea maybe of like some things we might learn more about. And I was really excited to learn more about like why is Lorna D the way that she is? How did she get into the position that she's in, which is that turns out interesting. And like what secrets does she know that she might tell someone, or what is she not telling people still? And it took me a while to kind of like get into it because I didn't really know like where they were going with it. But once you really get there, it just goes. And you're like, oh, I can't stop listening to this now because I literally have no idea what's happening in the best way possible. I just love that this, like, it came at, they like planned this for it to come at the perfect time too, because we've gotten 2 waves of books now. We have all these comics, and now, like, before we're getting the next wave in January, we're getting this audio drama, which still moves the story forward, but offers you so much more in-depth background things. And if you like the High Republic, you're just gonna, this is like, even if you've never listened to an audio drama before, like, you're gonna love it. I don't know what's wrong with my microphone right now. It's fine. It's me. It's not you.
No, you're good. No, we heard all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, this was my first audio drama with Star Wars, and it was absolutely fantastic, and I want to go back and listen to all the others. So
Do it.
And there are some sections that are shorter than others. So some are like 20 minutes long. One of them's a complete hour. Completely forgot it was an hour, and I just was sitting there in my house just staring at nothing because I was getting so lost in the story in my head. Like, it's really good, and you really need to, like, it's not one of those ones where you can kind of putter around the house and not really pay attention.
No.
You really have to pay attention while you're listening. Otherwise you're going to miss some things that are really important. So
for sure. After the Rising Storm, did you think that any of these characters on the Nihil side, are any of them worthy of a redemptive arc? Because for whatever reason, the character of Lorna D, the way that she does certain things, she has some sort of sympathy for certain characters. I don't know if I'm going as far as to say just people, but for certain characters, whether they're a tool to, fulfill something that she wants to do, I don't know. But what do you guys think? Like, obviously, I don't know if there's an embargo on reviews for Tempest Runner yet. But after Rising Storm, did you think that these characters were worthy of some sort of redemption? And just say, after reading Tempest Runner, if that view has changed. You don't have to elaborate on it, but just say, yeah, like, this has made me think of this a little differently.
I've always thought, ever since they were announced, that the Nihil were just fascinating in terms of character, because they're not one group, they're not one race, they're just all united by a single common goal, whatever that may be. And you kind of see those different goals factioned out in between the different Tempest Runners, like Pans and Cassivs and Lornas all have very different goals and how they kind of are viewed within the Nihil structure themselves. Yep. So that always interests me. Unlike, you look at the Drengir, who are just carnivorous plants. Like, they're the villains. There's nothing really redeemable about them. They just want to eat everybody. Like, there's nothing about them that like garners your sympathy. But you look at the Nihil, you look at all these different species and aliens that are all together, especially like I remember Wet Bub, the Gungan. You're like, how the fuck did a Gungan get here? Right. I mean, all we know about the Gungans are what we've seen from like Clone Wars and with Jar Jar. And you're like, how did you get, like, it, like, they just capture your interest in a way. So initially, like, starting the High Republic and everything, it wasn't necessarily redemption I was looking for in these characters, but understanding. And the further that we've gotten into the High Republic, exploring more of these characters, like Nan is one that comes to mind from Into the Dark. We meet her in Into the Dark, and we get to explore a little bit more of her character in Out of the Shadows, if you haven't read that yet. And they're just really complicated. And it's Star Wars. I am of the firm belief in my Star Wars that nobody is beyond redemption until they either blatantly decide it for themselves or, unfortunately, death. So I always like to have that little bit of hope, just because, again, it's fake and in space. And if I want to be mildly optimistic as opposed to the usual salty bitch I am in real life, I'm going to take it. So, but yeah, Tempest Runner really did kind of drive some of that home a little bit more, that those kind of initial impressions that I had of the Nihil, as well as kind of giving me some new ideas and perspectives on them as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, who's I talking to about this? Oh, someone. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of talk about how like the High Republic has already gotten so dark and it's only getting darker. And by the time we get to the end, what level of hope is it going to land back on? Like, how much back into the light are we going to go to? Because we know what happens in the prequels. So clearly what's happening now leads us to why things are the way they are, like, especially with the Jedi then. But I think one of the things along these lines that could offer hope at the end of all this is redemption for someone, somehow, somewhere, who it seems like maybe they don't deserve it, but like, it is Star Wars. And if Star Wars is something that offers people hope, then like you need something. And redemption is like, at this point, redemption of like characters who have done terrible things is not something Star Wars has always handled well in every aspect. There are certain cases, but like they could have more examples of redemption and atonement and all that stuff that they don't always explore. This would be an interesting way to do that. As far as like specific characters where that could happen to, I don't know. I think it's too early to tell.
Okay. And again, these characters are written in such a complicated manner that it for all the fact that they're aliens, they still feel very human, because I mean, it's relatable to all of us in some degree, in some way, shape, or form. So,
Okay. Yeah, I didn't expect to have like a clear-cut answer or see some sort of trend one way or the other yet, because obviously, as far as Kevin Scott's books go, we're only in the second one from him, and then we've got, I think, Fallen Star coming from Claudia Gray.
Star,
Fallen Star, yeah.
That skull get dark.
Oh yeah.
We keep saying this like it's not already dark. How much darker can we get in there?
I know,
and the whole High Republic crew's just like, hold my beer.
Yep.
Like, watch us. Oh, I'm so excited, but I'm also so scared.
I mean, we think we're hurting now. Like imagine how you're feeling right now, having finished the Rising Storm, and then how are you going to feel at the end of Wave 3?
Oh my god.
I don't think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, the fall. Yeah, it's Kevin. I agree. It's ominous and also very dramatic.
I'm
so excited.
Well, Kevin, we'll pose this question to you because we were talking about it earlier. I'll extend it to 5 characters because 3 was a little too. That was tough. But
life isn't fair, David.
Oh, okay. I know. So, Kevin, give us your 5 characters from the High Republic that will make it out of this story. So, who will not die? Pick 5 characters. As much as I hate it, I think Ember's gonna go. I think Ember's gonna die.
I think she is.
Saving Bell. I think that's.
Burry has to make it. Burry.
Yeah, I have this weird feeling. I guess it's not weird. That the younger ones are gonna more so be the ones who make it.
Yeah. And they're the ones who grow up and create the order that we see in the prequels based off of those experiences.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's 1,000? How many years? 1,000 years down the road. But that experience could shape. It's like a game. I feel like what's going to happen is it's a very large game of telephone where whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And the rules are going to change for the Jedi in whatever form based off of what we see. But like with any sort of religious text, like the game of telephone, things get kind of mixed up and diluted down the further down you go. And people write their own interpretations based off of their own life experiences. So by the time we get to the prequel era and see what's going on, it is maybe just like the smallest trickle of what it initially was 1,000 years ago in the High Republic, and has become something completely different and unintentional from what the original creators intended.
Yep.
Imagine the attachment level that some of these characters have in this story, like Belle with Loden.
Like they feel like a family. Like this Jedi group feels like a family. Like how much they care and help and feel for each other in the way that they help each other. Yeah. So, I mean, I think of Avar and her particular ability uniting all the Jedi in what she calls the Great Song. Like, you have to have some pretty powerful connections to be able to do that. Right. And we don't see a sliver of that in the prequels.
Yeah.
Still in Leox. Leox, how dare you?
Oh no.
You don't think Belle's gonna make it? Oh man.
Can you
that
imagine?
Would hurt.
Oh, that's hurtful.
That would hurt.
Oh, here's a question.
Nan's a goner.
Do any of you think that Elzar will be responsible for the death of a Jedi? Because of his
unintentionally.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it will be unintentional, and I think he will blame himself, and that will push him maybe not full dark side, but it's going to push him down a darker path than the one he's already on. And I think
I agree.
Stellan, for all of as much as I like his character, I think he is just the beginning of what we see of the prequel Jedi Council, where he's so caught up in the politics and the nuances of how the Jedi can best serve the Republic that he becomes unintentionally blinded to the needs of his friend.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah. I think we're going to see that as it's going to be a really slow slope. I don't even think we're going to realize it's happening until the shit hits the fan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there'll be hints of it here and there, but it's not going to be something something the High Republic has done very well is nothing is very overt or like slapped in your face. Like there are some things that are like shocking, like certain deaths, things like that. But the characterization of these characters is something that has been growing and developing as the waves come out. And I think we're going to see their rise and we're going to see their falls.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt like a bitch.
Great.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I don't enjoy inflicting this type of pain in my thoughts. It's just
it hurts.
History repeats itself.
It hurts. Another thought that I had, was it the last High Republic show? They did a whole segment, and it's probably its own separate video now, but it's like a breakdown of like who's all on the Jedi Council in the High Republic, and there are a couple points where they say like who was on the council and then who replaced them after they died or whatever. That speaks to me as it could be foreshadowing that like as the High Republic goes on, more of the original council is going to get replaced, and that's where you start getting problems. Because like the Jedi who've been on that leadership for so long, keeping things the way that they were, they're not there anymore. So
right.
That's not good.
No mas.
No.
There's just once this is filled with all the books, it's just gonna, it starts. And I should have noticed that the Light of the Jedi had a white cover, and then Rising Storm had a black cover. I should have known. But yeah, I think we're all gonna get royally just massacred.
Yeah.
When we finish all of this stuff, it's gonna be.
Oh
bad.
yeah, we're just gonna be laying there, a former husk of ourselves, slowly crumbling away to dust like Loden.
Yep.
Whoa! How dare you? I was not expecting that. Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry. I'm just kind of like taking pot shots at David right now. Just
Oh,
guys.
God.
Keep
It's
them
still
coming.
so fresh.
It's fine. I was gonna say, you know, a character that I forgot. Can you imagine if
Geode.
what if he is blown to smithereens, man?
Oh my god. I will be so angry.
I am not happy with either of you right now.
Well, didn't
Oh.
Kevin post a picture of like a pile of
Yeah,
rocks?
he did.
Yeah,
I didn't
he
say it
did.
was okay.
I completely forgot about that. Oh my god. If I have to witness Geode's death in real time, Seven's like, "Are you okay? Why are you crying about a rock?" He's like, "Of all the things." Yeah. Hi.
If that happens, I'm just saying. It's
over. And oh my god, he's Claudia's character and Claudia's writing the next book.
Stop.
Stop. Stop it.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Hold me
No.
close.
No.
why must you?
I
Why?
I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, that's what these High Republic authors are doing. They're making you fall in love with characters just so they can hurt you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
I don't like it.
What is Star Wars if not pain persevering?
Remember when we used to like Star Wars and it was fun?
Yeah, remember
I
when we
mean,
didn't have to worry about like these characters being Game of Thrones? Every other
Yeah,
book?
that's exactly what this feels like.
Okay,
I
I
have-
want
yeah.
over or under 50%. There will be a red wedding type moment in one of these books.
Under. The High Republic isn't a cheap mockery of Game of Thrones as much as we make fun of it. It's really its own thing. I could see them going bigger.
Right.
No.
So I'm going to say under similarity to the Red Wedding, but it's going to hurt even worse.
Same.
Like, will there be a mass event where like 2 or 3, I'll say 3 characters die at the same time?
Didn't we just have that in the Rising Star? David, you finished this 2 hours
Yeah.
ago. I haven't read it in 2 months. Help me out here.
I'm saying
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Just like a back-to-back type deal.
yeah, just like, because when I read the
Yeah.
ending of The Rising Storm, it's like from one sentence to the next, Elzar Man is flying in a ship, and then the next line is, and Elzar's ship takes a nosedive, and I'm like, I was like, okay, is he dead? And he's not dead. And then like it fakes me out with like 2 other characters, and then he's like, oh no, it's Belle, and I'm like, Belle's dead? He's like, no, over there. I was like, oh, okay. Noted.
No, over there. Oh
I
my
was
god.
like, man. But yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, I don't know. I say as long as the child doesn't get burned at the stake and haunt my nightmares.
Oh
I'll
my
be
god.
cool.
Oh,
Nothing-
God.
They won't go that far. They
No.
won't.
No. Although, do we think that Elzar Man will eventually have a relationship with Samira?
No.
Yeah.
No. She kind of
Yeah.
squashed that, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, she's like, listen, dude, we had a good time. It's the next day.
Yep.
Skedaddle.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll do
Girls
my
got
thing,
it
you
all
do your
sorted
thing.
out. I appreciate that.
I love how hurt he was. He was like,
I know.
okay.
He's never
Yeah.
been rejected like that before, and honestly, it kind of makes me giggle.
Right?
I love Elzar, but I'm like, honey, you got to come back down to earth. You are not God's gift to men.
Oh god,
Like,
I was laughing so much when
Come back down,
him
honey.
and or was it him? Yeah. It was him. Him and Ty were like connected when they were doing their force thing. And then she was pointing out that he and Avar had gotten together in the past. And then she was like, listen, buddy, take it easy. I'm not attracted to you. That shit was so funny.
Oh, my God.
There were so many moments like that made me laugh like out loud.
Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of these books. Like, yeah, they're full of so much pain, but like there are moments where you just have to laugh out loud. Like the race, I will still never not laugh reading The Race to Crash Point Tower, because the Drengr are just the orcs of Star Wars.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I was like, Himbo space plants. Me. And I was just like, oh my God, I love this
my
so
God.
much.
That's why I love that book so much.
So funny.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
it's just so cute, and just it just, like, Daniel Jose Older did such a good job of capturing this childlike wonder yet emotional maturity of these Jedi Padawans.
Yeah.
In these just high stakes situations, and you just can't help but find yourself laughing.
Right.
Because you're like, Himbo space plants who want meat, and they distract. Oh my God, I love it. I need to read it again just because it makes me so happy.
Me too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot with these writers, like with Kevin, Claudia, Daniel Jose Older, Charles Soule, Justina Ireland. Like, they do really well with their humor in these books, and it's just great. But yeah, I mean, we have till Tuesday, and on Tuesday, everyone is going to be able to listen to Tempest Runner. And obviously, I haven't finished it. I am in the process of listening to it. But it goes back to the topic we talked about on Friday, that publishing is just on a roll.
Yeah.
You know, like, they haven't missed a beat. Maybe the weakest book, not High Republic, but just the books in general, maybe the weakest one was the second Thrawn novel.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I have been hearing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, and even that, it's still good. It's, probably just wasn't as strong as the first one. But yeah.
And like, it just, like, even because that's the thing about how publishing in Star Wars is going right now, is there are books besides the High Republic happening. Like, there's still more. And so, like, even though we're getting a break from High Republic things until like January, I mean, there's some other things, but like in terms of like novels, but like there's oh my God, what's coming out? There's the Ronan's coming out, the third Thrawn book. What's the other one? Queen's Hope. So like they're finishing basically two trilogies in the same month.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
So November is going to be fun. Hooray.
All the pain and suffering.
Oh, why did they do this to us? I don't know. But
I don't know.
Yeah, it's nonstop. And like there was a point last year, I forget how many books I counted, how many like novels came out last year.
Oh my God.
I mean, we have got, like, think about, say, like since 2014. Think of how many books we've gotten, just like in what, if you want to call it, let's just for our purposes call it canon. How many new stories we've gotten in such a short amount of time, and it's just there are more every single year. But it doesn't feel overwhelming to me. I mean, it does if you're like having to read every single one on time.
if you're writing reviews because it's your job.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine. But there's something, like I always say, there's something for everyone, and you have options. So it's good.
So many.
Oh, we've got I don't know if you guys mentioned it. Probably did. I spaced out for a second. Queen's Hope.
Yep.
As well.
Very excited about that one.
Me too.
I think.
So, yeah. And then obviously, the Visions novel, Ronin, that comes out. So
that
we've
one I
got a
think is
lot.
going to be the most interesting, at least for me, just because
Mhm.
anime is not something I've ever really found myself interested in. But because it's Star
Mhm.
Wars, I'm going to watch it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm just interested seeing perspectives and people's opinions on how it
Right.
compares to traditional. And I say traditional when we already we know there's Japanese creators and Asian creators
Right.
involved with this, but the more traditional and Japanese anime that I've never really watched for whatever reason. So I'm interested just to kind of dive into that world a little bit and just kind of listen to what people think about it. Excuse me, my
Mhm.
cat is very upset. I will be right back.
Oh,
Okay.
kitty.
But yeah, I don't know. I am very excited to see where all of this is going. I want to see what new stories are going to be told. I know we were supposed to get the Mandalorian standalone novel this year, but it was
Mhm.
delayed.
It is officially canceled, I think.
Oh, like it's not happening.
Yeah, I think it's done. I think
Damn it.
I'm trying to remember. I think they did say that they're working on another book with the same author, so like he's not out.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with like him or his story or anything. What a
Right.
lot of people are thinking is like whatever story that it was going to tell, they need more time to figure out like how it connects to the Mandalorian like show in terms of
Oh,
where it's
Right.
going. No one really knows. It was kind of a weird. It happened. We didn't know anything about it. It was delayed, and then all of a sudden, it was not happening anymore. But who knows?
I hope something happens.
We have to get
You know?
something,
Yeah.
and I think we will eventually. I don't know how long it's going to take, but yeah.
Well, guys, do you all have anything else that you want to talk about before we? Because I know it's Sunday. I know we have work tomorrow.
Oh God, I
Mhm.
forgot again. It's not
Uh,
Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
No, yeah. No, everyone needs to go listen to Tempest Runner, scream at
Yep.
me all your thoughts. I will have a small review up / post on Tuesday. Meg will have her spoiler-free review, I think. Well, it's spoiler-free
Yep.
on Tuesday as well. So come yell at us. I
Yes.
literally finished and I'm like, I have to hold all my emotions in.
Right.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. And next Saturday, we will be talking about Tempest Runner here at 7 Eastern. Spoilers. So if you haven't listened to it yet,
Galore.
Yep.
do not come here on Saturday if you haven't listened to it yet.
Don't
'Cause
come.
we'll be just,
You shall not
ruin it for you.
pass.
yeah. We'll just, I don't know. We'll find a way to keep you out. No, just kidding.
Okay.
No, we don't do that.
But yeah, listen to that. If you haven't read The Rising Storm, we just spoiled it for you. But it's fine. Read that. And yeah, guys. Also tomorrow, make sure to listen to our Words Between Worlds episode, all about why General Grievous is vastly misunderstood.
I'm
And
so ready for this.
Oh my God.
it's a disaster, but it's fun. And we've got a couple of your Star Wars Journey episodes coming out. First one on Wednesday, and then the follow-up on next Wednesday, which will be the 8th.
Yeah.
September 8th.
September's
Okay.
coming, which means spooky season begins September 1st. I don't make the rules, but I kind of
Yes.
do.
I told I told my dad, I was like, because he puts out these Disney headstones from the Haunted Mansion for Halloween.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, I'll just for like an hour every night until Halloween, I'm just gonna stand outside with the Kylo Ren costume and just like stand guard with the lightsaber and just stand out there as if I'm a prop.
Oh my God.
See how many
God,
kids
yes.
I can scare. And Kevin, yes, it has already begun. Listen, if it were up
has.
to me, the Christmas tree would be up all year.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Nope.
So I don't. The only reason it's not is because I would be probably just disowned. But yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the live stream tonight. We'll be back next Saturday. Even though today's Sunday, we pushed it a day because we were busy. But next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be talking Tempest Runner, and we hope that you will join us. So until then, may the force be with you, and hashtag justice for Grievous.